Hello everyone, welcome back to Coy Paul. Right, this episode is going to be all about how we have built our new filter house.
Right, so we'll start at the bottom, and that is the concrete floor. As you can see how deep the base is for the filter shed. Obviously there's not that much concrete in it. There's a lot of backfill, hardcore etc. under there. But as I showed you on my last video, got all my plumbing underneath. So what I did, I got all the plumbing in. Once we'd put the waste pipes and bits in, I did some channels, some trenches, poured some concrete, and then we did 2 layers of block. As you can see, sorry, 3 layers of block, as you can see in here. 2 hollows, and then a solid on top. So essentially 5 solids, or 2 hollows and a solid, either way. But that is how high the base is. Once we've done that, we then backfilled. We built all the shed ourselves with pine, 2x3 mainly, bigger at the bottom. Don't ask me the sizes, I'm really not a carpenter. I don't remember all of the sizes of the wood, etc. So, standard framing. Used a nail gun for most of it. I bought myself a new Milwaukee nail gun for it. There was no way I was going to be screwing this together. No way. So what we did, we built the frames by themselves, laid down on the patio outside. We then put them up, screwed this panel together with that panel there and that panel there. The problem with this shed, if I stand here, you'll notice that that gap there is smaller than that gap there. This shed isn't square on the back wall. The fence of the garden doesn't run parallel with the house. It kind of runs out at an angle down towards the garden. So at the bottom of the garden it's a lot wider than at the top, which means it was very, very awkward to build the wall and get it square with this wall, because obviously you can't get it square. So what we did, we put all the walls up, we put membrane on the outside, we then used roofing battens like we'd done on the Cladding on the pond. We then used Canadian cedar on the front. Just down here you can see how we've done it. So you've got the air gap down here, another batten runs up there, and they run all the way along. We did it all ourselves. The cedar cladding we didn't plane ourselves or out. It would have just been too much work, and the cost of it, you lose so much wood when you're thicknessing, routing, etc. It's so expensive anyway, you really need to get cut lengths to what you need. Right, so for roof joists we use 4x2, and then top of that, as you can see, 18mm exterior ply. So it's nice and solid. Right, so as you can see, this is how we've done the roof. We've used felt shingles. A bit better than felt sheets. They look a bit nicer as well. Take a little bit more work laying them. You obviously have to fit every one individually, but the look is a lot nicer than a felt roof. Alright, so as I showed in my last video, I've started getting the insulation in. What I'm going to do now is fill all the rest of this with insulation all the way around. I've got to order some more because I've only got enough to do up to about here at the moment. I've got 3 rolls of fiberglass insulation as well to do all the ceiling. So we'll get that insulated. So as you can see, we've put a window there, and we've also put a window that side. Fitted them ourselves, and we did our own trims and bits around it. We've made everything, including sort of a door lining as well. What I'll also show you in a second is our door that we've made, well, my dad's made. So a quick view of the front of the filter house. You can see from here all the different colours in the cedar. It really is lovely, lovely wood. As you can see, we haven't finished all the soffits yet. We've started doing them at the end. As you can see, you might just be able to see it. We've got some channeling in the soffit, so we can pop some LED tape in. Right then, so what we have here is the new door. I'll just show you the back. As you can see, he has done a really, really good job on it. I am really impressed. Made out of the same Canadian cedar, so it all matches. I've popped it in here just to keep it safe. It's quite softer wood, it is softwood, so you don't want to be chipping it or anything like that. So once I've got the filters and bits in, and there's no risk of it getting damaged, we'll get that fitted. So just a quick clip, that's the insulation I'm going to be using in the ceiling. Got myself 2 rolls there and a roll here, so I've got 3 rolls of that. So one thing I also want to mention about when we have built the filter shed, bring it across the back there, it's made more depth look to the pond. Before we had that there, with a backdrop at the pond, it looked like it was pushed right against the wall, but with having the filter shed come along a little bit and an extra window there, it really gives some depth towards the filter house. As I'll come down here, you can see we've got another window there which will look out nicely into the lovely green biochamber. So this is what I was talking about before. As you can see, we've started to put the soffits in, and that there is LED profile. So the tape goes inside it. The metal acts as a heat sink which stops the LED chips burning out, and then on that clips in a plastic cover, plastic diffuser, so we'll get some downlighting all the way around the filter house. One other thing you'll probably notice, what I've done here, I've just extended the patio a bit. This wall used to run across there, so that triangle of patio there would have been pretty useless. You couldn't put much there except a couple of plant pots. The triangle of what was going to be down there would have been useless as well. So at least with that, I've now got room for an air source heater there, or I could put a barbecue there, stick some tables and chairs there, and enjoy the fish looking that way, and then also looking onto the main pond that way once all of that rubbish is gone. So one last thing about the cladding, you won't be able to tell, but it all went wrong. As always, I tell when it goes wrong, I tell when it goes right. What we did, we were told to use some Osmo oil, it's a different type for the cedar. We bought it, we got it all, but well, oiled it. All of it just went completely white. It stayed white entirely. We left it for a few days for it to dry. It still stayed white. We spent days and days scraping it, rubbing it with white spirit, trying to clean it all off. Managed to get it all off, but it was a lot of hard work to get it off. So if you do ever use Canadian cedar, don't put anything like that on it.
Right, so I think that'll do it for this video. If you like the video, please like it, please subscribe, check out my other videos. I think the next video is probably going to be on the electrics. I've got most of them in, so I'll do a video on the first fix electric, show you before all the installation, everything goes in, how we're going to run all the circuits and bits. Alright, thanks for watching, see you on the next one.